So this is my 1978 P-Bass that I got for basically nothing. As you can see, it is checked and I mean, it's just vibey. People pay a lot of money for that. It's kind of got a thing right there on the fretboard. Headstock looks good, no breaks. Skunk stripes not popping through. A little ding right there, but that's just in the lacquer. A couple chips out there, some more checking. Some rash. I don't know. It's story. I'll do a video just about the story itself. But this is about the restoration. So what I'm gonna do, I just wiped it off briefly with alcohol. You don't want to do that too much because it can and will damage lacquer. I just got all the shit off. I mean, the whole base looked like the inside of that. So yeah, I got some of this good shit, the Music Nomad stuff. We're gonna polish her off. We're gonna make her all nice and gorgeous, and then I'm gonna put a badass on there. I do have the original bridge. It's right there with all the pieces. Everybody chill the fuck out. The pickups are working good. The foam is completely rotted though. So you gotta put some new foam under there. I will order a new pickguard. This is the original pickguard. It's cracked right there, and it's just not in a great state. So what I want to do with this is do like the Phil Lynette, or Lynette, however you say it, from Thin Lizzy. Mirror pickguard, maple board, badassness. That is what I'm going to do. So let's get the neck off, clean everything up. All right, so let's take the neck off the body. Like gasket. Woo! Oh, that's got a good seal on it. It's holding nice. Don't fuck it up, Blake. Don't fuck it up. There we go. Here are the markings inside the neck, which by the serial number, it is 1978, which is pretty interesting because that is the year my dad was born. So it is very possible that this bass is older or as old as my dad. There is the body with all its gorgeous checking and wear. Man, that's cool. That is cool. Get all this. I'm definitely going to clean this up, but I do want to preserve all that because that is important with like authentications and stuff. Now, the other night when I took off the pickguard, I found this under the pickguard, which has the serial number and everything. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. But obviously there's no adhesive left on this thing. It's been under there since 1978. But I will save all that with all the original pieces that are not going back on this instrument. I know what you're all going to say. Why don't you just keep it original? I am. I'm keeping the pickups. I'm not doing anything structural to it. All I'm doing is putting a badass on it, which a lot of people did in the 70s. So I'm not doing anything that's unheard of. Plus, we all know Fender bridges are not the best. We all just deal with it because it's what they do. Wow, that's looking a lot better. Damn. Nice. So it is pretty crazy that both of my P basses are vintage. This obviously being from the 70s, my other one being from the 90s. Although the one from the 90s, that headstock break is not aging well, so I might have to do something about that in the future. But from everything I can tell about this is going to be nice. Gross. Look at that. That was all the shit in the neck pocket. Looks like I just wiped my guitar's butt. That's looking a lot better. And looks like nothing structural. That's just gorgeous checking. No cracks. Nothing. Old Blake here might have came out on top on this one. Alright, the back's proven to be a little bit more difficult. There's like a fog. You can't see it because you can barely see it in real life, but there's like a fog that's not buffing out. And I'm definitely putting pressure. That's better, but it's still foggy. I might have to do some more work on that. I don't know what that is. Is that like smoke damage or something? Alright, so the neck's pretty good. Nothing serious. It's straight. Let's see if the truss rod moves. Truss rod moves. That's good. I don't know. We'll worry about the refit later, but let's get it cleaned up. I want to be careful around that because I want to keep all that. That's important information. Alright, let's put them back together. Well, let me clean those first. Don't mess it up, Blake. Don't mess it up. This is a very cool instrument. Don't fuck it up. Don't crack it. Don't crack it. Don't strip it. Don't break it. Check the fit. Alright, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Part 1, cleaning up, success. Now, I guess, the next thing would be to address the pickups. Alright, so here are the original pickups from 78. Dates match, numbers match, everything matches up, but this foam that you can see is no longer foam is now some kind of hard, gross disgustingness. So I got to remove that and put new foam under there without damaging 45-year-old magnets and wires. So that is my new challenge. Alright, so as you can see, we broke some solder joints. We broke this one and this one, so they connect right there, and that goes there. So we will have to fix that. This solder is pretty brittle, so hopefully this isn't a reoccurring problem. There is also not a lot of wire left to work with, so need to be pretty economical if we want to keep using the original wire, which I would like to. Man, this stuff is just like disintegrating. Now, I know this will probably give me cancer and shit, but I have leaded wire. So, it'll work well, but it'll probably kill me. Make sure I'm doing this right. Yes, I am. And then just tack it down. Alright, get an old bass, Blake. It'll be easy. You won't have any problems at all. Just in focus? Probably not. Alright, that's how you tin a fucking wire. Man, this stuff's so dirty. Alright, so they're going to be flipped, so be going this way. I also took the neck off to make it a little easier to maneuver all this shenanigans. Huh, that's not doing anything. There we go. Alright, what's the over-under? It doesn't work. Let me do some more work on that one. Son of a bitch. See, I really like working on stuff until it goes bad, and I can't fucking stand it. Question all my goddamn life choices. Ah, shit! That broke too. God damn it. Ah. Add some. Yeah, that's how you fucking solder. There we go. Stuff's so dirty, it gets like gross globs in the end of my soldering iron. Alright, so I'm gonna put some foam under there. Just sit like that. And if I'm not an idiot, they should work perfectly. Alright, I got some double-sided tape and just some foam that I cut to shape. And we're just going to stick one on the back of there like this. It is pretty thick foam, but I think it'll work with the screws. We'll just, if it is too thick, we'll just cut it down. And there we go. Party on. So, we'll just do the other one. Alright. So, there we are. Now, before I do anything else, I just want to make sure it works, because I am paranoid, R.I.P. Ozzy, that I fucked it up. It's not grounded, so there is going to be some hum. We can see if she's alive. Whoa. Hey, there we go. Good job, Blake. You didn't fuck anything up. Woo! Party on. All right, next, we're going to install the badass. Now, we got all the pickups and shit sorted out. Everything works. We're hoping it still works out. All right, this is actually going pretty well. I'm a pretty dramatic person. I get it from my grandmother. We are going to install the Badass, or the Badass 2. This is the upgraded version. I've got an older version on my 90s P-Bass. So we're putting it on the 70s P-Bass. Yes, I'm keeping all the original stuff. I don't feel bad doing this because that is what a lot of people in the 70s did with the original version, not the 2. The 2 has some upgrades. It's a little better made. But I mean, it's pretty damn similar, to be honest with you. The only thing I notice is this just seems a little better made, and it has grooves for the strings to sit in. Other than that, it's just a drop-in replacement. But I can show you why a lot of people preferred it. One, it has grooves for the saddles to move in. And it is really heavy duty. This weighs absolutely nothing. It's just a bent L bracket. This is cast. This is a cast stainless steel. I don't know if it's steel. It's probably aluminum. But it's a chunky bitch. All right. And it improves sound because it is heavier. It passes vibrations better. And it's really easy to install. So all I gotta do is line up the original holes and screw her down. You can use the original screws, but they suggest not to, because these screws are slightly bigger and will hold the bridge down better. Anybody that has a P bass or jazz bass or any kind of Fender style bass, I highly recommend the Badass bridges. They make a few different ones. They are a really easy upgrade that you can do yourself, and they improve life. Badass is not paying me. Yes, I reached out. Yes, I tried. Did they tell me to go fuck myself? A little bit. But that's life. Now I'm going to use a drill to just get them seated, but I'm not going to torque it down all the way because I want to do that with a screwdriver. So just get it seated, get it in position. I always start with the two outside ones just so I make sure it's aligned. And you're not getting any wacky intonation issues. Alright, and the rest we'll just do with the screwdriver by hand. As you can see, it did originally have holes right here for that cover that Leo Fender designed to have on there. A lot of famous people took it off. I don't know anybody that kept it on. Anybody famous that played these. Leo Fender actually didn't play any instruments. He was just a designer. A very genius designer. But he did a lot of things just for aesthetics that players didn't like. Being the covers. There was also covers that went over the pickups. This doesn't look like it had it on there. It looks like it did have a thumb rest, though. Alright. That is on there. Kind of faux put it together. And make sure everything works. Hey! It's working. Seems like everything is grounded properly. We are partying. Alright. Whew. Okay. Like I said, the actual pickguard that I'm going to put on here will be here in a few days, so for now we're just going to continue with the original broken one. But yeah, I would like to get everything set up and get it working. That is the next move. Put the neck back on. I twisted the truss rod a few times just to give us a little bit of wiggle room when we put strings on. So let's get this bad boy back on there. And if everything goes perfectly, I'll just have to do some light setup stuff. And we will be rocking very shortly. Now, I normally tune all my basses to like a 5-string tuning, so having a low B on it. This one I'm not going to do. Maybe we'll do that eventually, but for now, I just want to get it working. Alright, so here is the bass in its current state. Got the neck on, got the strings on. I did tune it up. The truss rod is way too tight. The strings are slapping against the frets. So, a good trick for these vintage basses is if you gotta mess with the truss rod a bunch, which hopefully not a bunch, just a couple turns will, or not even full turns, just a little bit will do you. To loosen the strings, they are completely slack, but put a capo on the first fret just to keep them down because we will have to be messing with them. Take the neck off and all this fun stuff because you got an old bass and you thought it'd be cool. It is cool. It's just kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. We gotta take the neck off. Whoa. Alright, be careful. Alright, so there's the truss rod, and how you adjust it, you just mess with the screw. like how you think you would. So this is too tight, so we need to loosen her up a little bit. So this way would tighten it, which it's actually pretty fucking tight. So just, ooh, it's really tight. All right, quarter turn. I think we'll probably need to do more, but slow and steady is correct. Still needs to be adjusted. So we're back, taking the neck off. Loosen the strings, do all that funness. Woo! Alright, don't do that. Alright. Like we've done many times before today. Zoop, zoop. And tune it back up. Alright, here it is, all restored and shiny. But the pickguard still not here yet, but we gotta get the video out, so that's how it is. Some things I had to do. I don't know if you can see that. I put in the B string, what are they called, stealth retainer. It doesn't fit perfect, and some would call me stupid for putting it in there, but it is what it is. Yep, got the badass, got everything all set up nice. It does need a refret. It doesn't play bad, but it doesn't play great, and I want it to play great. So I see a refret in the future, but stay tuned for a video where I tell you the story and you actually get to hear it.